What's good, YouTube family, man? This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of Ismokehiphop Live. Smash that like button, hit that notification bell. Come be part of the most winningest team out here. I am wearing my top-notch gear right now. You guys go get your exclusive top-notch merchandise. The link's in the description box. Look, it's not just a brand, it's a lifestyle. Let's break it down, man. Shout out to Jojo Capone. Shout out to Mc Eiht. Shout out to everybody involved with these situations, everybody from Young Mouth. We got all the bloggers from Doggy Diamonds. You got everybody saying they two-piece about the Mc Eiht alleged snitching situation in the Fed case on Nate Hill case. You know Nate Hill's of Illinois, Chicago, who, by the way, got a life sentence. I'm going to be a fair person in this when I break it down. I'm going to be fair on both sides and explain both sides thoroughly. But now I'm going to call out the man who started all this, Fajon Love. If you want to see my exposure video of Fajon Love and explaining the situation and calling him out, look for the playlist or stay tuned. It should be dropping today about how I feel about Fajon Love. Now, this whole situation started with he say, she say. Jojo Capone is in a friendship with Fajon Love. And the rumors been got out because Fajon Love do a lot of talking. When Fajon Love threw it out there, I guess Jojo Capone allegedly, he might have been trying to reach out to Mc Eiht to come on his podcast because, you know, Jojo Capone got a podcast. The link's in the description box. Y'all go subscribe to Jojo Capone podcast. Shout out to the OG. And he probably felt he had to be loyal to this man. And being that you have to feel you got to be loyal, you know, your mind might venture off the other aspects of the situation and the rumors and the allegation. Because I don't want nobody to put no jacket like that on me. Now, Mc Eiht responded to the situation. He responded thoroughly. He said the case in point was a situation involving a movie he had to do. You know, times were hard. He was getting a lot of movie deals, but he wasn't the same as it was used to be. Now, the homie Nate Hill, Mc Eiht can say all he want. I personally feel Mc Eiht knows the alleged street status of Nate Hill, but that's neither here or there. Nate presents the movie and all that. They make a deal, and Mc Eiht get $100,000 for the movie. Now, mind I tell you, Nate Hill doesn't have a alleged specified job or whatever. So the feds are working on the case, been working on it. They're going at this man. They bring Mc Eiht for questioning, and he got subpoena as well. And it was like, did you or did you not receive this, or how did you get, you know, all these enormous situations. And Mc Eiht, he sat down there, he told them, Nate Hill gave me the money. He gave me $100,000. I'm an actor. I got paid to do the movie, which makes vital, perfect sense, right? We don't even need to disagree against that. It makes sense. But where the people are coming at, Mc Eiht is also, you know what I'm saying, a street dude. Being that he's a street dude, you know, you got to look at the case in point because they used the words that Mc Eiht said. They probably had, let's just keep it real, they probably had a lot of evidence on Nate Hill to furthermore come to a conclusion with their case. But let's not, you know what I'm saying, dance between the lines. They used Mc Eiht words, you know what I'm saying, to find your boy Nate Hill guilty. It's point blank period. They would have come out to you to try to get Mc Eiht himself because he never did anything illegal, even if the money was illegal or not. The transgressions was just that he's an actor, somewhat washed up during the time. He needed another jump start to his career. I mean, any of hard-working actors right there, if you're falling off, you would have jumped to $100,000. But the fact that he got a street side is what everybody is saying, because if you're looking at Mc Eiht, the actor, and what he did, you can't get mad at him. Look, I didn't know the business. I didn't know what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Nate Hill gave me this movie, gave me the contract, boom, that's it. You might have been more into it, but because Mc Eiht is from certain backgrounds, people, it's not me, I'm telling you why people are coming at him, the ones that are. They look at him coming from a certain cloth. So it's like he should have known that when they asked him about the money and all that, he should have his P's and Q's squared away to learn how to either ask for a lawyer during that time. Do not make a statement without questioning. So people can say what they want. I personally feel Mc Eiht should have get an attorney. He probably did get one later, but when you made that statement, I don't see why it would have been in your best interest to make it the way you've made without seeking an attorney yet. And if you got an attorney who told you off the bat to just go say that part, then fire your attorney. Because even if an attorney comes to the conclusion you have to just portray the civilian role, you're just an actor doing this gig, I still feel like you being who you are, you know better. I'm gonna take this away from the son. The son, you know what I'm saying, got the phone a little bit hot right now. You being who you are and knowing what you do and what you came across, you should have known better. This just, we're gonna call it the facts. You being who you are and being into what you do, it should have been end of discussion, end of the question right there. And because that didn't happen, now we got to get engaged in the back and forth of finding how deeper this was. Now, to me, let's talk about Nate Hill. I personally feel Nate Hill should have more elaborate and let, you know what I mean? And that's if MC Eiht is really telling the truth. He don't know, because we don't know if MC Eiht actually did know Nate Hill was doing something illegal, was doing some, you know, jackboard moves behind the scenes, some licks. And if it's true that MC Eiht knew about this and he still told them he got paid $100,000 or whatever, I'm sorry to hurt a lot of y'all feeling. That is somewhat in a form of way of snitching, regardless of how your emotions are into it. But that's only if he knew about it. So let's pretend he didn't know about it, and let's just give the good grace and credit to MC Eiht. I have to take him for his word. I don't know him to be a liar, don't know him like that at all until it's proven that he's a liar. So let's just go off what he says. He didn't know anything about anything going on. So if this is the case, he didn't know nothing about the Nate Hill situation, who he is and all this and that. He thought this was a legitimate business. Then Nate Hill should have get MC Eiht more acquainted to the situations behind the scenes going on, because that means Nate Hill wasn't paying attention to the feds, paying attention to him. You can't be in this business, and this criminal organization business, without either getting a heads up or that Spider-Man feeling to not know the Jakes, the alphabet boys, whatever you want to call them, are watching you. And being that knowing who you are and they're watching you, I just personally feel if you're going to do business with certain people, you have to make sure they're stand-up people, not saying MC Eiht is not, but people who understand the situations of what's going on, who won't fold, and who will actually help your situation in the long run. Case in point, you getting people being subpoenaed in your case, and now you're serving life. So maybe he wasn't supposed to tell MC Eiht, but that's the problem we get into now. What do MC Eiht do in that situation if he had no idea of the not the criminal organization, but the fact that the movie and all that was part of a bigger scale of things, illegal organization activities? So maybe MC Eiht didn't know, and if he didn't know, I can't really hold him until certain rules of laws if this man is unsuspecting of things. Now, Jojo Capone, you guys got to see where he's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to his son. Rest in peace to all his guys. Free all his guys too. A man with that mentality is looking at it as no testimony, because in his eyes, MC Eiht is a street dude. And let's just keep it real. In Jojo Capone's eyes, Jojo Capone probably is looking at it as, nah, MC Eiht knew what was going on. He was whereabouts to the information. He's even more deeper than what he's portraying in there. So being that MC Eiht knew the situations of Nate Hill and the case, known like he's a street dude, that's how Jojo Capone looking at him. Like, I know he knows how to navigate himself out the way. He didn't wiggle himself out, so he kind of low-key made himself a fool to the circumstances where certain people can now call him a snitch. That's how Jojo Capone looking at it as. And maybe Jojo Capone might be, allegedly, if it's true what MC Eiht said, because MC Eiht is saying that Jojo Capone is mad because MC Eiht declined the interview on Jojo Capone's podcast with him. And if that's the truth, you gotta look at it from Jojo Capone's side. He's an honorable dude. He gets a lot of respect. So in his mind, he looking at MC Eiht maybe as an honorable dude too. So maybe he's still like, he's iffy. Like, he's like, maybe he is a rat, maybe he's not. But why won't you come on so we can, you know, with a name like me being Jojo Capone and you being MC Eiht, it'll look good for the, well, for you, that is, and it'll help it. You know, whether you're a snitch or not, it'll help the case because you say you're not, and we're just coming to answer. So by you declining the request, it probably did make Jojo Capone feel some type of way. Not only that, he sees you everywhere else speaking on platform. But I will put this in high point. MC Eiht did do his own response on his own platform, on his own merit as a man standing tall. So I got to give him that. A lot of people get these accusations thrown on them and they're nowhere to be seen, or they'll do a corny Instagram of laughing, they hating on me. No, nigga, everybody ain't hating on you, and that's the problem. So I can't fall back and look at MC Eiht and not give him any credit for what he just did. He just established and standing tall during the midst of a storm. But Jojo Capone at the same time is relentless in this. He's not standing down, and he says he got more to present. So as far as before we critique, well, you can critique anybody, and you can critique any personnel involved in this story. But me personally, I'm gonna wait more, even for both sides. I gave admiration and respect to both. Now, for me to go in more, paperwork is vital. Not just that, character witnesses are vital as well. So I need more for the conclusion for me to narrow it down. So for right now, I'm gonna have to take it and stamp it as MC Eiht, you know what I'm saying? You're an honorable brother. Jojo Capone, you're an honorable brother. I'm gonna just say to both men, don't let outside, agitators come in and distort and destroy something good when two brothers are building, especially prominent names as you two. You got the West Coast, you got the Midwest, and it's bridging the gap. So it's not good to see a division as far as that. So I want more clarification to this story. I'll be a proper journalist, meaning that I'm gonna make sure I find out what's going on by researching. Salute to everybody. One love. This your God Bless One. Thank you for watching another episode of I Smoke Hip Hop. Love, blessing, peace, and soul. That was corny.